go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the Masters Fantasy Football Show. I am your host for this evening, Ryan the Doc. I am here with my friend, Dynasty Owl. Al, say what's up to the people.
What's up, people?
Excellent. Love it. We're here tonight without the commish, but the show goes on. You know, we got to keep going, keep giving you guys the great fantasy content. So we move on here. So the Masters Fantasy Football Show, presented by MastersFantasyFootballLeagues.com, will now give you some Dynasty buy low candidates. Ooh, baby, buy low candidates. That's what it's all about, folks. All about getting those buy low opportunities. We love buying the dips. We've said that a million times. So I'm going to toss it over to my guy, Al. We're going to get started with somebody that he likes as a buy low in Dynasty Fantasy Football right now. Al, who do you got?
Sure, and actually, so my guy's Allen Robinson. This is if you're a contender, buy low, help you win a championship over the next couple of years. So Allen Robinson hasn't had over 5 receptions since week 1. Stats are not pretty. He's almost, he's benchable in some leagues, but I still think he's worth going out and trading for. Guys are definitely looking to sell in Dynasty and just get out of him, as he's getting a little older, but still not crazy old. I believe he's 28. Let me double check that real quick. He is 28 years old and will be 28 the full season. So he'll turn 29 right at the start of next year in August. So still not super old. And I mean, this is a guy, past 2 years before this, extremely productive. 102 receptions last year, 98 receptions the year before, 1,200 yards, 1,100 yards, respectively, each of the last 2 years, with 6 and 7 touchdowns. So, I mean, over the last 2 years, ultra productive. Started this year, rough start. So that's where you buy low. Obviously, the offense looks a lot different, but quarterback play has always been an issue. I think Justin Fields will start to get into a rhythm, though, and start looking at Allen Robinson's way more often. And they're just going to start throwing the ball a little more as well. So, yeah, I think it's a good time to buy Allen Robinson on a little dip here. But not a great long-term dynasty asset. But if you're a contender, for sure a good piece. And then guy I'm going to throw in who I think his situation super similar, and that's Keenan Allen, another guy. Production dipping a little bit to start this year, but the dude's been a baller for 10 years now, or 7 years, however long it's been. So yeah, kind of same thing. Probably only been like 5-6 years actually, but you get the point. I mean, these are guys who have been excellent dynasty receivers for a long time and still have some years left. And just because they got off to a little slow start this year doesn't mean they're falling off the cliff quite yet. I still think they both have another good 2, 3, 4 years in them. So yeah, 2 guys I'm buying now if I'm in contention, and think they can help you win a championship.
Love it, Al. Good stuff. Good stuff. I'm going to go with a buy low candidate that I like a lot, and he's not a buy low candidate because he stinks right now. He's a buy low candidate because he's hurt, and that is Michael Gallup. Michael Gallup is a guy that I feel like a lot of people have forgotten about just because, the Cowboys offense is so freaking good. They've just been rolling on without him, but he's been hurt since week 1. Was the only action he had was week 1 this season. It seems like he's going to be on his way back relatively soon. Cowboys on a bye this week. So it seems like that he will be back, I believe, after the bye, I think is what they're kind of projecting. And Michael Gallup's a guy that I think is immensely talented. He's a guy that has, I just a ton of upside. And I feel like guys like Amari Cooper who keep getting hurt. I think, that continues to open the door. He's playing banged up. That's, leading to some inconsistent play from him. CeeDee's just an absolute animal, but I just think Michael Gallup, when he comes back and he's healthy, he's just going to slide right back into that offense. He had a really good showing week 1 in the snaps that he got. So I think Michael Gallup is a guy that I like a lot and probably doesn't have a ton of value because in the first place, he was in a crowded room. Now, I mean, I got to believe the owner's probably looking for anything, just to keep, moving forward with guys that are actually playing. Michael Gallup, though, like I said, immensely talented, probably pretty cheap right now. And he's a guy that I think can not only help you get a resurgence towards the second half of your season when he's back, but I think long-term, in dynasty formats. He's a guy that I really like to be the counterpart to CeeDee Lamb. I like him a little more in that spot than Amari. I really feel like Amari's time in Dallas is not going to be as long as Gallup. And even if they do choose Cooper over Gallup, I love Michael Gallup as a player and think wherever he ends up, I'm still going to like having him. So Michael Gallup, that's the guy. Go get him. And that's the only one I have. That's the only buy low I have.
Yeah, I love it for the rest of this year and in Dynasty. I think Michael Gallup's a guy who's going to be making some noise in this league.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel very strongly about him. And he's very underrated, very under the wire here. Not a lot of people talking about him. So he's going to come out of nowhere for some people, probably. But hey, you heard it here first. This guy's a beast, and he will be a beast. I have a strong feeling of it. So with that, yeah, go ahead, Al.
I was going to say, so I got to be honest, my headset started making some noise. Thought they were dying. Missed a little chunk of the way you said. But did you bring up he's going to be a free agent after the year?
I kind of said, like, I think they keep him, and kind of he's the second guy with CeeDee. But even if he does leave,
it's basically a win-win. If he stays, it's a win for him because Amari's probably on his way out sooner rather than later. And then if he leaves, he's going to end up in a good spot. So yeah, like the win-win aspect.
Right. Absolutely. So there's three guys that I like a lot that can help you win, not only this year, but over the next few years. I truly believe that. And they're on the cheap. So go get them. Anything else you want to say to the folks, Al?
That's all I got.
All right. That's it for this episode of Buy Low Candidates for Dynasty. Leave a comment, like the video, subscribe, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time, folks.
Thanks for listening.